What's going on, everyone? So let the Kyrie rumors begin. Kyrie Irving changed his background on his Instagram and Twitter into like purple and gold. It's like a little like quote that he changed to purple and yellow, which of course sparked rumors. There were rumors from the moment that the Lakers traded for Luka Doncic that like, hey, Kyrie wasn't happy about this. I mean, he made it like, he didn't say that like, oh, that's it, I'm leaving. But he was just like, hey, like, that's my guy. We've been talking. We've been texting. You know that this is going to ramp up, right? You know Kyrie to the Lakers. He wanted to go to the Lakers. Him and LeBron wanted to team up. Him and Luka love each other. They went to the finals together, right? LeBron, how much longer is he going to play? You could have Kyrie and Luka for a couple years after LeBron, or even LeBron there. Right, like this is going to be something that builds and continues to build into the offseason. Now, Kyrie could be a free agent. You could opt out, go sign with the Lakers. Lakers would have to do some real cap configuration, but there is a path. Lakers would also have all their assets and stuff like that, unless the NBA forces them to go through with the Hornets trade. So there's two clear paths to getting and landing Kyrie Irving. The first path is, again, LeBron supposedly is willing to take a discount. I mean, he could play for the vet minimum if he wanted to. He's not going to do that, but could he take, 20, 30 million off the books? You get a couple salaries fall off the books. You got, 40 million in expiring contracts that you can unload places, and you got the assets to do so, right? All of a sudden you clear up enough space to sign Kyrie outright, plus, maybe a full mid-level exception or something like that to go get that piece or two that you need. Go get a center, right? Lakers could really use a center. Maybe you can get a good serviceable center at that point. There's that path. The other path and alternative would be easy, just like sign and trade, right? Or he forces a trade. So like what he could do is opt in and then trade, right? So the Lakers aren't hard capped. So he just basically picks up his option and he says like, I'll only pick up my option if the Lakers trade for him. And then, Lakers end up sending out whatever, Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura. I still don't think the Lakers would trade Austin Reeves if that's the case. But at that point, you probably have to, even if you're not sending him out in the Kyrie trade. I mean, to have Kyrie, LeBron, Luka, and Austin Reeves, like, what are you going to do? You start all four of them, right? Like, next to a center, it's terrible. So is Reeves going to come off the bench? Plus, he'd be going into a contract year. So you're probably looking to move him for another piece that kind of makes more sense. Maybe that's how you get your center, right? Maybe you go and you trade for Kyrie and you work that deal out, and maybe you're giving up a first with Rui and Gabe Vincent or something like that, and then working out that deal. LeBron takes a discount so you can work out that money, and then you have Austin Reeves plus whatever other expiring contracts, and then draft compensation that you can send out to go get. Maybe you're working out maybe that's how you're working out the sign and trade. Maybe you're doing a sign and trade for Miles Turner, and now you have like Luka, Kyrie, Miles Turner, LeBron, and like Dorian Finney-Smith is like your starting five. Like that could be a possibility. I would worry about the defense, obviously. So at that point, you need, still have Jared Vanderbilt. You need just like anybody that can play defense, even if they can't shoot and score, right? You just need guys that can play defense. Because between Luka, LeBron, and Kyrie Irving, you'd be set offensively. It's just defensively you need the pieces. Now, obviously, a lot of hurdles, a lot of obstacles you got to get there. You could argue not really, right? Like if Kyrie really forces his way, because he could force his way. And, you look at it, does he really want to stay in Dallas now, right? Like part of the reason he signed that new deal and stuck around with Dallas was because of Luka, right? They built that entire team around Luka, not necessarily Kyrie, but Luka, right? So it's just like, does Kyrie believe that him and Anthony Davis can win a championship? If not, it's like, hey, I get the best of both worlds. I get to go back and play with Luka, who I went to a finals with, and I get to play with LeBron James, who I won a finals with. Right? Like, and he wanted to play with both of them. He's wanted to play with both of them. I do still have concerns about Kyrie and Luka as a pairing, even with Dallas. Obviously they went to the finals, but there was a lot of like, you go, I go, you go, I go at times. Also, LeBron now would be probably your third option, which is fine. Look, he already said, right? Like, hey, Luka and Reeves, they're going to be on ball. They're the guys that are going to have the basketball. I'll fit in everywhere else, right? Well, now instead of Austin Reeves, you have Kyrie Irving. So it's still the same idea. It's the same concept. It's like Kyrie and Luka, they do their thing, and then I go off over here and I do my thing over there. During the regular season, you'd be great because you'd be able to manage all three of those guys, right? Like, because, Luka's going to miss time. LeBron's probably going to miss some time. Kyrie's probably going to miss some time. But, like, you could pace it out throughout the season, right? Like, give Kyrie and LeBron the night off, and then, now you have Luka, or give Luka and Kyrie the night off, and now you got LeBron, or, just give one guy off. Like, Kyrie, hey, let's get you the night off tonight, second game of a back-to-back, whatever. And the thing is, if they can make it work, they're probably winning a championship. I mean, because at that point, like I said, LeBron's your third best player, which would be by far the best third option in the league. I mean, he's already the best second option, right? I mean, he'd be your second option, right? Because he's still better than Kyrie. But I think over the course of the regular season, LeBron would kind of just let Kyrie be Kyrie. Question is, would the Lakers want to do that, for one? Two, how much longer can Kai be the Kai that he is and LeBron be the LeBron that he is, right? Because you'd be kind of an older team at that point. But you're kind of on this like timeline of like, okay, let's get a win now, right? We win a chip, 2 years, like 2-3 year window. Say LeBron retires, Kyrie, you probably have another year or two maybe, and then you're looking to retool and rebuild around Luka, right? Like that could be a way to kind of extend it over this, say next 3 year span after this season. Say you got like 3, maybe 4 more years, right? So you got like kind of like this last 2 years of LeBron, try to go win a championship or two in those 2 years, which you absolutely could at that point. Again, Kyrie, Luka, and LeBron, can they make it work? Can they make it fit? I think it will be dependent on, assuming that this is a real thing, that it becomes a real thing. I wouldn't be shocked if it does. That just because it becomes a real thing doesn't mean it actually gets done, right? Like lots of like Kyrie to the Lakers was a real thing a couple years ago. And then Joe Tsai was like, absolutely not, I'm not sending him to the Lakers. So there's obviously a real potential there for that to happen. Kyrie maybe changes his mind, maybe stays with Dallas, or maybe Dallas is willing to overpay him because the Lakers aren't going to be able to give him $40+ million, right? So like, it depends. Like there's still a lot, like it's all just rumor and speculation right now. But I think that rumor and speculation is just going to continue to heat up, right? I think that rumor and speculation is just going to build, like it's going to have the snowball effect. And I think once you get into the offseason, that's going to be a real thing, like a real, like, oh, hang on a minute, Kyrie might end up coming. And, like I said, probably the best option would be him opting in because now you wouldn't be hard kept. So he opts into his contract and then Dallas trades him to the Lakers for whatever that compensation is, and then you take it from there. And then they'd probably want Austin Reeves, so you probably have to send out Austin Reeves. And that question is, would the Lakers trade Austin Reeves? 1. And then 2, how does LeBron and Luka look right now, like this season, right? I'm not worried about them figuring it out. I think that they will, but there's also levels in how they figure it out, right? Like, is it like good enough to where they're a top contender, right? Where it's like, man, these two, yeah, like they might win a championship. Or is it kind of like, it's good, but it's not great. Like there's moments where it looks really good. There's moments where it's like, okay, like you don't want to count these guys out. They may be able to win a championship together, but it's not like quite what you want it to be, right? It's clunky at times. Because if you add in a guy like Kyrie, you could throw off that. If it's already kind of clunky and it's already not really working the way you want it to, then adding a guy in Kyrie is probably going to make it look even more clunky, even more awkward, right? So I do think that this is something to at least keep an eye on, right? I definitely think that there's just going to be more and more smoke buildup, right? Does Kyrie actually want to come to the Lakers? Yes. He made that abundantly clear last go around. Does he want to play with LeBron? Yes, right? He made that abundantly clear last go around. Does LeBron want to play with Kyrie? Yes, he made that abundantly clear last go around. Does Kyrie want to play with Luka still? Yes, he's recently made that abundantly clear. Does Luka want to play with Kyrie still? Yes, right? Like you go down the list and it's just like check, 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 right? All the way down. And it's like, okay, they're like, this could be a real thing. And usually where there's smoke, there's fire. But like I said, just because even if it is a real thing, even if it is something that starts to develop, that doesn't necessarily mean it will happen. And also, Lakers are going to look at what's best for them, not only now, but long term. But if you get your two stars that push for it, right? If Luka and Kyrie, or Luka and LeBron go to Jeannie and Rob and are like, go get us Kyrie, right? Like, we'll figure it out. We'll make it work. This isn't a Russell Westbrook situation. Kyrie can shoot the basketball, right? Like, Luka and Kyrie went to the finals together, right? Imagine what Luka and Kyrie could do. And I think the Lakers would do what they have to do to get that done. Is it what's best for the Lakers long term? Probably not. But, it's like, what other options are there? Maybe you're still getting a Mark Williams, right? Because I don't think you're going to have to trade the farm for Mark Williams. And maybe you're doing a pick swap and Dalton Connect for Mark Williams, right? And you're going into the season, like I said, with a Luka, Kyrie, Dorian Finney-Smith. I'd probably start Jared Vanderbilt because just he covers so much ground. So if it was me, I'd go like Luka, Kyrie, Jared Vanderbilt, LeBron James, and like a Mark Williams. Maybe that's something that you're doing. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion. I pass a question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. I'm not going to keep touching on this, even if there are crazy rumors, stuff like that. I'll kind of let it go for the offseason. If something develops in the offseason, then we'll talk about it. We'll see how it goes. But no, I just think this is something that's already brewing, and it's just going to get bigger. So just wanted to kind of touch on it here. And we're in All-Star break, so it's not like there's a ton of stuff to talk about right now. Just wanted to kind of go over that. But again, let me know your thoughts and opinions. Would you take Kyrie? Would you not take Kyrie? Kind of mixed in the middle. Love to hear it. Let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me not. It's me enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.